Hey guys, Connor is back with me here. This time around we're going to be giving our insight and predictions on what we think are some of the most interesting soundtrack samples. Out of the 39 samples, we have been chosen 14 to talk about. This soundtrack is just unreal though, so make sure you to check out my other video to hear all of the samples that have been released so far. So we've opened with Halo Canticles here. Connor, what do you think?
It's got that classic Halo feeling, and I absolutely love it. It's a little cut off at the beginning there, but I know from previous videos uploaded on YouTube, it's got the Halo monks back, and it's absolutely incredible.
Really original sounding. That's what I love about it. Keeping
yeah.
it real, man. Keeping it real. The second one we're talking about here is Kamchatka.
So it's got a very interesting sound to it. I love the kind of techno beat it's got in there. It's obviously takes place on Kamchatka, which we see in the opening cinematic for Team Osiris.
Yeah, I'm loving the new sound. Of course, with the violin and everything that they've got going on, it's very crisp sounding. I like it. I like it a lot. We have just listened to Rock and Ice, and before you say anything, this is almost directly from Halo 3.
It is.
If you actually look up the Halo 3 soundtrack, Keep What You Steal, go about a minute in, then re-listen to that, and tell me it's not just mind-boggling.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kazuma.
We've just listened to Keeper of Secrets. What do you think, man?
This song is really tense with that really tight violin. It's super fast. I think this could be the first appearance of the Warden Eternal. Sounds really, really intimidating.
Warrior World. Now we know where this is coming from.
Oh yeah, St. Helios. I absolutely love this track. This is like, I think, one of my favorite tracks off this soundtrack I've heard so far. It's like so ancient and mysterious, and It just really brings you in for that Sangheili culture.
Just listen to Covenant Prayers.
Because of that small beginning area where you hear those really weird monk sounds. It sounds really cultish and ritual-like. I love it.
Yeah, it almost sounds like they're actually practicing a ritual almost with the drums and everything there.
Very menacing.
World Quake. Now, I know you and I already both have different takes on this one.
Yeah. So, this one's really epic sounding. And to me, it just paints an image in my head where it's either Team Osiris or Locke or somebody revealing to Blue Team all the damage that the Guardians have done. And they're showing, like, look what you guys did with these Guardians.
And like what I believe, it almost when I picture it in my head, I think of almost like a panned view of the Guardians rising, almost like a horizon view of all the Guardians rising at once.
Yeah.
Walk Softly.
So this one really stuck out to me because it really sounds different. It's got like this kind of like club kind of beat at the beginning there, and then all of a sudden it's just like bam, and then it's this intense violin right at the end.
The image that I get from this one is almost the area that you must be in. You should be killing a lot of things, or you should be fighting a lot of enemies in different spaces, kind of thing, and when that violin kicks in, it's almost like a cutscene should initiate right then. That's what I get from that. Sentinel Song.
So to me, this sounds like Osiris and Blue Team coming upon something Forerunner and something huge.
Yeah, and to me, this sounds almost like the opposite of World Quake. Like when that pictured, like the beginning of the destruction with all the Guardians, it almost pictures all of the destruction, like you said, like your thought of World Quake. That's my thought on this track here.
Okay. So we just heard Endgame.
This one, to me, strictly just sounds like the end of the game. Like game credits. Like if they were to start rolling right then, that's what that sounds like to me.
I think this one sounds like a twist ending. Like you think it's going to end, but then it just totally 180. So we just heard Reunion. Now this one is very interesting because it sounds really sad and soft. And spoiler alert right here, Jen Taylor recently at a Halo panel said that Chief and Halsey have a moment at the end of Halo 5. And I think this song is during that moment when Chief and Halsey maybe reunite, hence Reunion.
Now, whether it may not be associated with that, just a couple more ideas that could be in effect. Maybe he does see a vision of Cortana, or there is Cortana in the mix. Whether or not there may be some sort of separation of anybody from his team, and that's a reunion of them maybe coming back. Just another couple of ideas there.
Pretty possible. Jameson Locke. The guy gets his own theme song. But this one is very slow and soft. To me, it sounds like everything is over. There's like a big battle, but finally it has come to a close. But I know you had something to say about this, like the ending of, it's similar to the ending of Halo 3.
Yeah, so the ending of Halo 3 where they declare Master Chief dead, and the soldiers are firing their gun into the air. Right before they fire their gun into the air, this sounds almost identical to me. And it's just like, is that a play on the same situation?
Oh yeah.
Just, I don't know, man. That could be crazy.
It could be. Osiris Suite Act 1.
What is the build-up for?
It's so crazy. Like, it's so similar to the flood music from Halo 3. Like, it's insane.
I don't even know right now, man. I don't even know.
Like, what could that be for? Osiris Suite Act 4. To me, this sounds like the end of the game, and a greater danger reveals itself to Blue Team and Osiris, and it just ends with a cliffhanger. And prepare for Halo 6.
Halo 6. Yeah, that's definitely... I would agree there. It sounds almost as if a movie were to have an after-credit scene.
Yeah.
This would be like the equivalent of it, and
legendary ending.
Yeah, like you said, a cliffhanger, legendary ending, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking around with us and hearing our predictions here.
Thank you.
And make sure if you want to hear the rest of the samples, check the description below. Thank you.